Hey guys, this is Zach Gray, and we are doing fashion photos on the side of a mountain. So for this setup, we are outside on location, literally sitting on the side of a mountain in the lovely Colorado area just outside of Denver. And what we're doing today is we have a couple of things set up. One, we have our lovely model Kelly, and she has this cool wispy, like fashion-y dress, which I love that contrast with the pretty fashion, but she's still wearing bare feet, but outside in this beautiful rugged location. What we're using today is the Rapid Box Octa XL. And then in contrast with that, for our kicker light, we're actually using the Rapid Box Strip Bank XL, which is really, really cool. It's very nice to be able to walk out, have some really great soft light modifiers that are very large and can create incredible, beautiful light, but that are super easy to take with you. They fold down like little umbrellas and they pop open like little umbrellas, and they set up in literally 15 or 20 seconds, which is amazing. So for that first shot, what we're doing is we have the light coming in a similar angle to what the sunlight was already coming into, and we're just trying to match it up a little bit. That's called a light agreement shot, where all the light is sort of going in the same direction. It looks a lot more organic and natural. But because we have such a heavy contrast of this bright light on this side and dark on that side, you're going to see those heavy shadows on the other side. And I prefer a little bit darker look. You don't have to shoot that way. You can shoot at a different lighting ratio if you want a little bit brighter background, but I like a little bit more mood to it for myself because I really love the way the mountains in the background were looking with that. We also did some fun stuff where we moved the light to the opposite side, so we had light coming in from the sun in the back. Then we turned our model's face away from that to avoid the direct sun striking her nose or face, and then we lit her from the opposite side, so kind of 45 degrees this way and then 45 degrees that way. What's great about that is we have some light filling in some of these shadows on this side, but still that drama because we don't have any direct fill light on the front. We just have that one main light. What was really great about that too is as the light was coming in from this angle, she happened to have this long dress and we could sort of throw it up in the air and the light would streak down the side of it. So we had our assistant Stacy just throwing it up and letting it go, and then we'd shoot it and she'd look like she was already in a pose, like the wind just happened to hit her perfectly in that moment. But they turned out really cool, and I did some different lens adjustments as well. I did some 85mm stuff, and I took a few images where I actually shot one image and then I overlapped them without changing focus so I can stitch them together later. And then I get that nice compression look in the photo. And then I did some of the 24-70 Canon 24-72 as well. And what I like about that is I don't like going super wide, but it's just wide enough where it adds just a little bit of drama and kind of pulls that dress into the frame a little bit more. So that was the second thing that we did. Then we put the light back where it originally was. Our sunlight started to move in the background a bit behind us a little bit more as it's starting to set. And then we took that strip bank, we popped it up on the back side, we put it about 1.5 stops darker. We lit from this side, we had the sun in the background, and then we had that kicker light coming in from camera right. And that again, that was about 1.5 stops underexposed from the main light. And the main light was at f16 the whole time because we have a sunny 16 rule. The sun is directly hitting the background. We know it's f16 and ISO 100, 1/100th of a second. So our main light was set to that, but a faster shutter speed to darken the background. And then our background light was set to about f11, and that fills in those shadows beautifully. And it just looked very, very fashion forward, but super soft and beautiful at the same time. So to wrap things up, obviously we're in a beautiful location here, but you don't need a beautiful location. What you need more than anything with photography is a great subject matter, of course, and then a great light source. And if your light looks beautiful, your images are going to look fantastic. If you happen to have an amazing setting like this, like in Colorado, and the light starts getting even more beautiful, it's going to add to it. Well, I can't tell you how many times we have shot in direct sun using this kind of setup on a simple background, a wall or some trees or anything with some okay light on it. And using beautiful soft light sources like this really makes it come to life and looks fantastic. The most important thing is getting that expression, getting that look, getting that what you really want to see in your client's face that they're looking for more than anything else. Also, you want to keep in mind that you may have seen me shooting a little bit more about my gear. I've got a Canon 5D Mark III that I'm using. I shot with the 85mm L 1.2 lens and then the 24-70 L 2.8 lens, the version 2 of that, which is a much better version than the original one. And then you may notice in a lot of the shots you see this kind of giant weird looking thing on the front of my camera, and all this is a Lee filter system, and it's really just allows me to darken the overall exposure. Now, if you want to learn more about this, we're actually going to put a link down in the bottom of the video. You can click on it because I already did a whole video explaining exactly how to use one of these, so I won't go into detail here. But just know there is information on that for those of you that are wondering how I got those shallower depth of field shots in the background. But that's it. Super excited to be shooting out here in Colorado with this amazing team, and we hope to see you guys at the next video.